Konnichiwa minasan, hajimashite Maxです。どうぞお願いします。Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Je m'appelle Max. 여러분 안녕하세요, Max입니다. Hi everybody, welcome back to another brand new live video for the girls, for the children, and for one of our brand new models here at inocouture.com. It's Cousin Mari! Woo! Hi! And I discovered Cousin Mari because I was at Shalissa's party Valentine's Day. I was in February, and I was like, who is that girl? ¿Quién es esa chica? Because she ain't got nothing on Cardi B, J-Lo, Nicki Minaj, and Kim Kardashian. And she's all natural. It's Cousin Mari! So Cousin Mari volunteered today, and we did the 1, 2, 3 go duck nails. So she is not a duck nail kind of girl, so we'll see how long she lasts with these nails, but they actually came out really dope. We used vanilla ice cream glitter, we used glow-in-the-dark blue acrylic from the Neon collection, and we used pink bubblegum gel to apply them, and we just did a few stones here and there. Nothing too crazy, but they are serving it. You guys, these nails are like Crip Blue Barbie nails. Oh, that's the theme. Cardi Blue, Cardi Blue. Cardi Blue, that could be your stage name.
Oh, my stripper name?
Your stripper name, Cardi Blue to the stage. Gentlemen, get your dollars ready. Because, what's gonna be your song? Like, what's gonna be your go-to song?
Anything with the Yin Yang twins?
Shake it like a salt shaker, shake it like a salt shaker.
Yep, that'll work.
And then, oh, slop on my knob, like corn on the cob. Now check in with me. What was that song called?
I don't know. You gotta ask the music artist over there.
Let us know in the comments below if you also like the Yin Yang twins. So that's real, like early 2000s, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And Lil Jon.
Mm-hmm. I listen to that music more than the music now because the music now is very vulgar.
Oh, excuse me, and the Yin Yang twins are not.
They're not that bad.
They're not that vulgar.
They're not.
Let me know in the comments below if you like the Yin Yang twins. So let's have a little sippy sip of some Powerade because I love Powerade more than I do Gatorade. I think I like the water Gatorade, like the one that you mix with water, but like the regular one, ugh.
They're all saying hello.
So you guys, before I forget, we have our 30% off sale going on right now at inocouture.com. So now for the whole month of August, because it is officially back to school season here in Arizona, and it is starting wherever you are too, I know. She's like, you're always serving the looks, the fantasy. Oh my gosh, who's that? My friend asked, is she hot?
Am I hot?
Yes.
I'm like average.
That's what they said.
Really? Oh, you guys went away, sir. I got 5 kids, Tom.
She does.
If you want to support me and my 5 kids, I'll be hot for you any day.
I'm living. So if you want 5 children, if you want to be a stepdaddy to 5 kids, hit up Cousin Mari. That could actually, that's like a really good name, Cousin Mari. But it's, what is it, Mariela?
Marisela.
But with the double L.
With the double L.
So how do you pronounce it?
They told me they pronounce, like in Mexico, it's pronounced Mariela or Marisela.
Marisela?
Yeah, that's what they told me.
How does your mom pronounce it?
Marisela. That's how I've always known it.
Well,
Marisela.
maybe she just wanted to spell it differently.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not sure. So you guys, enough of me rambling. Let us turn this camera around and begin the snatching of the phalanges. And if we reach 25,000 likes, if you guys tap that screen and we reach 25,000 likes, Cousin Mari is going to pick a winner chicken dinner, and we're going to send you a little gift, a little knick-knack. I remember where you were and where you are now. Deserve all. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's really sweet. Back when I was 544 pounds. That was my biggest. I should have been on my 600-pound life, but they didn't have that show back in the day.
No, did not.
No.
You should go on 90 Day Fiance since you like to travel. Just saying.
And don't they have to know somebody?
From the other country?
Yeah, I don't know anybody in another country that wants to marry me. I don't even want to get married myself. I would never get married without a prenup.
Then what you can do is just be like, oh yeah, we'll get married and be one of those couples that just don't work out.
Oh, that sounds horrible. I don't want to get divorced.
No, the couple that doesn't work out, that you don't go through with the...
With the marriage?
Yeah, you're like, never mind, I back out.
Like, do you watch 90 Day Fiancé?
Yes, I do.
I like Alina and the guy from Phoenix. She was messy, though. She was the Russian girl that...
Yes.
she told him that like she had dwarfism, but when he saw her, had a lot more other issues.
Mm-hmm.
And she was really mean, and she like kind of like forced him to like sleep with her the first night, and he didn't want to.
Yeah, and then
She said like some really like nasty things.
She said like racist stuff. And
Yeah.
So they kicked her off the show.
Yeah, she was wild. And her friend too, with that red hair. Monday. No, todavía no lo van a poner. Pero viene a consulta. A ver cuánto me cobra.
So the guy is here to look at the manuscript.
Ok. ¿Le enseñas, por favor? Sí, y más o menos la Lesa sabe dónde los quiero poner. Can you show more? ¿Tú sabes más o menos también? No? Yeah. And then, of course, No Neck Ed. That's another fan favorite.
Oh, yeah.
With Rose.
Rose, and now he has someone here. I can't remember her name.
And then I feel really bad for the guy that's mute. That with the
Oh,
Filipino girl, and she started
yes,
crying
yes.
because he was like kind of like talking to the other girl.
The translator?
Mhm.
Yes.
And she started crying. She's like, no, my visa, my papers. So we're gonna start.
Christine, I'm doing good, and you?
We're gonna start by pushing back her cuticle using the unicorn drill bit. And then the heavyset girl that was with the Chinese guy,
Guess what?
they're back together.
And he came to visit her.
He did. He finally got a visa.
Mhm.
What was his name?
I can't remember. So they said Rose is a model now.
She is.
I did not know that.
Was she like? There was rumors that she was a lesbian or she was dating a girl too.
Really? At
Uh-huh.
the same time?
Yes, but now she's with like an older white guy, isn't she?
I really don't know. So they're making another 90 Day Fiance with like the couples that are together that are having like problems. So they're kind of doing like they go on like a resort and do like couple therapy. kind of thing.
Oh, and then I also remember the old lady with the black guy that was a rapper in Nigeria, and then she went to
He was on there like
Soldier
twice.
Boy.
He was on there twice.
And then she showed up and she was like, oh, they want to sell me a goat, but for more money because I'm a white person and this and that. And the guy's like, actually, that's how much they are. Like, I think it's like $100 for a goat.
Really?
Yes.
Have you seen the jail version of that show? Jail version.
The jail. Jail.
Jail.
Yeah.
Jail.
Like, there's a jail version of that? No. That sounds interesting, though.
They said Baby Lisa is her name.
Who's baby Lisa?
The one with Soldier Boy.
Oh, she ain't no baby, though. But he was a player, though. He had, like, all kinds of girls.
Yeah, because he was on that show twice.
Yes. And he wasn't good looking either.
No.
Ugly.
But you know, once you give those ugly guys the attention, they think that they're all...
The bee's knees.
Mhm.
So we're going to use the skinny sanding band and the skinny mandrel. You guys are loving this bit for prepping the nail. It is selling like crazy, you guys. It's actually getting close to being sold out. So if you want to get one, snag it now with that 30% off before it is sold out. And then you have to wait for the restock. Because it is everything to prep the nail.
It's called Love After Lockup.
Oh, what channel is that on?
I think it's on Wii. Is it Wii TV?
Well, I have streaming, so where is it streaming?
I don't know. Mason said, hey, hey.
Hello, love. Thanks for joining us today. And I haven't seen any of like the international versions of 90 Day Fiancé because I know there's a British one.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them.
Neither have I. Oh, and then do you remember that he was? I want to say he looked like Hispanic. He was kind of like gordito a little bit, and then he was with the Russian girl, and she was really mean to him.
Oh, Jorge or George or something.
And
like
now
that.
he's in jail for like drug dealing and things like that because he
Yeah,
said
and
he
well,
did it for
got
her.
out. He got out and
Mhm.
now he's married with someone else and he has like 2 kids
With the Russian girl too, or no?
with someone else.
It was the precious minute room, kitchen, and scary room, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why I said boardroom. I wouldn't say boardroom. I'll say
Oh,
boardroom.
and Nisa?
Maybe for later one in there too.
No, because there's nothing, well, except for the,
Bubblegums. But the fan is there, so it should be okay.
and your Happy Joe,
Mm-hmm.
your poppers and your bits.
He lost
You
weight.
have more of these? Does Gloria have?
Which ones are they?
It's like a square. It doesn't have the dip.
It was in one of that opens up like that, the front.
Thank you.
She's gonna take them off though. I said next time we can do just regular square ones on her.
You're gonna take them out?
Or
Or yeah,
Why would you cut them?
just cut like a little bit.
No, you're gonna ruin them.
to make it square. Yeah, so she keeps them on, right? So,
I like the design. The new 90
The
Day
design
is
is
so
cute.
much.
oh, you wouldn't be
drama.
able to cut this one.
Because of
You can shave. Just keep filing it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Oh yeah, there's a guy that got catfish and he like is in denial about being catfish
Really? On the new season?
on the new season.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
They said they wonder if the show was real.
What about that lady that was with the guy named Mohammed? And he was like, I don't want to sleep with you. And she threw the papers at him when they were talking to each other. She was older too.
Yeah, I know. I don't think they worked out. I don't remember.
But like, don't these people know that they're like, if you're messaging somebody that's like really out of your league,
They're using you for something.
they're using you for something. Like they don't really love you.
They, Star the Seed asked, what design are you doing?
Oh, we can show you guys what we're doing actually. We're doing a little duck nail fantasy, a little Cardi blue, glow in the dark crip, just a few diamonds, really simple, really basic, nothing too crazy today. We're gonna use vanilla glitter ice cream and neon glow in the dark acrylic.
So I guess he was using her and came out in the reunion.
Muhammad.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there was another one too. She was a heavyset American girl, and he was Moroccan, and she had a little girl with her.
Oh.
And she
yes,
stayed in
yes.
Morocco for a while too, and she left the little girl here. She was from Florida, I think, huh?
Mhm.
She was working at a Starbucks or something.
Yeah, I think she kind of like I don't know any updates about her.
But people were saying she was a really bad mom for leaving her daughter for so long.
I wouldn't have left my daughter over some guy.
And he was really mean to her too, remember?
Mhm.
He was like, don't hold my hand in public, and she was like, oh, okay.
They weren't allowed to sleep in the same bed, but then they end up sleeping in the same bed.
And he was married, supposedly, like he had his own, like another family while he was in Morocco.
Mhm. They said I love those. They are gorgeous, darling.
They're everything, aren't they? The duck is the fantasy. Tomorrow's nails, I don't think will be duck, but I can't confirm nor deny. So now we're gonna hit the nail with a coat of primer. And the guy from, I think he was like a part of a religious cult, and he had like a wife and kids, and then he started working out, and he became a model, and he left his wife, and he was talking to some girl in Peru that looked nothing like the pictures. Do you remember that one?
No.
And she thought she was like really pretty, and then like they showed her what she looked like, and I was like, ugh. Wah wah wah. It's like what you order, like what it looks like on Shein, and then what it looks like in real life. That was that kind of catfish. And she was mean too. And I think he went to Peru like 2 or 3 times, and she stood him up until like it was on the show, and then like they actually like met.
Oh yes. I remember.
He was like an older guy, and he had a really nice body.
Yeah. So Star the Seed said, could you do duck with no design?
Yes, but not today. Not today.
And Taco said her name was Mahogany.
Mahogany, like the movie with Diana Ross.
And
Today it's all about that glitter. It's all about that glamour.
Zadi from Texas said, Max, your nails are so long. Kind of love it.
My nails or the duck nails?
I think that's duck. And one of them says she just got her package.
Yay! I hope you love everything you got. So I'm gonna take my marker and I'm gonna do my little plastic surgeon markings. Do you like 600-Pound Life?
I don't like watching it because it makes me feel disgusted because of the way they eat food.
I've never really seen them eat. Just like a few clips here and there. I like when she goes, "You don't know what it's like to be in this body." But they're kind of mean to each other, huh?
Yeah, they are. I was telling them that I want to do the bypass surgery.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're not more that much overweight to qualify. You have to be at least 100 pounds.
Yeah, I am technically.
How much do you weigh and how tall are you?
I'm 5'3", supposed to weigh 150. I'm
No, you're supposed to weigh less.
less. Oh.
Yeah. But if you're 5'3", you're looking at about maybe 120 to 130.
Okay, so then yeah, I'm over. I'm at.
You do not weigh like 250 pounds.
I'm at 230.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. But are you ready for all the consequences too? Because that's one thing that people don't talk about with weight loss surgeries. Like they make it seem all glamorous and it's a walk in the park, and there's
like
so many. Like your life is never gonna be the same after.
I've heard.
Like your hair is gonna fall out.
Really?
You're gonna be tired all the time. You're gonna have a hard time pooping. You're gonna have to take vitamins for the rest of your life.
Okay, then I'll just go to the gym.
No, I'd rather get the surgery than go to the gym.
Really?
That's why I did it.
She said, unlike that show, it makes me hungry.
My 600 Pound Life. I like My Strange Addiction, but the new one is not that good. But like that girl that she eats tissue and she like soaks it in like soap. Like I feel her because I like the smell of soap. And she's like, when I eat the tissue that I soaked in soap and dryer sheets, she's like, it just tastes so clean. And I was like, oh my god, it makes my mouth water the way she was describing it. She was like, it's just so delicious.
Said,
So-
oh my god, the tissue.
Yes, it's the girl that eats the tissue. You haven't seen it?
No.
And then
Someone said some of the food will make you feel sick.
for reals, it's like, how can people eat that much? But they're training their stomach to do it.
Like, so the reason with me why I gained so much weight is after having the kids, when my life is so chaotic that I forget to eat.
And when you do eat, your body just absorbs
binge.
everything.
Yeah, I binge eat, and because I feel like I'm not.
Gonna eat again?
Yeah, and then next thing you know, I'm just like, oh,
Eating.
I feel so sick, and then I don't eat again for like a whole day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Have you tried intermediate fasting?
No, I have not.
I haven't tried it, but my chiropractor was like raving about it yesterday. He's like, my dad lived to be 100 on intermediate fasting. And I was like, really?
Someone said there's the one where she bathed in bleach was crazy.
Oh yeah. That doesn't sound good for your hoo-ha or any part of your body.
It says, you see the strange addiction where the guy drank hand sanitizer?
No, but I did see the one about the guy that he would bow chicka bow bow with his car. Not with his horse, with his car.
What the heck?
He was like, he would make love to his car. And then the car was in a car accident, like it got totaled, so now he has another car.
Oh my god.
But the car that, like, his first car was a red car, and it was a guy. And now this car is a girl. And he's, like, all, like, washing the car, and he's like, oh, yeah, you're so sexy, baby. And I was like, oh, my gosh, this guy is
He
serious.
got a new car and married her?
Yes, a girl car now. So now he's straight.
Oh my goodness. You seen the extreme, like the mom and daughter one? What is that one called? Smothered or something like that?
No, what happened in that one?
So they're mom and daughter, right? And they like do everything together. There's one where they're like, I want to say they're like in the Asian. I don't want to know. I don't want to say what they are. But the mom and her take baths together.
Really? How old are they?
Like old. Like maybe the mom's like in her 50s.
Like a little bit too old to be taking a bath with her
Yes.
daughter?
And then like if they don't take baths together, one of them will take a bath first, and then when they get out, the other one will take a bath
Ew, with the same water?
with the same water.
Ew, that's like extreme cheapskate kind of stuff. That's gross.
Yeah, I'm like, it's insane, and I'm like, where do you find these people at?
I wonder if like people make it up just to be on TV or if it's like really serious. Because that is not normal.
I'm like, you'll never. My mom hasn't seen me naked since I was like 5.
For reals. Not since I don't remember when my mom seen me naked. But it's probably been a minute.
I'm like, even when I had my labors and stuff, my mom wasn't there.
No, you're like, Mom, turn away, please.
Yeah. Like, my boyfriend was there, and I was like, don't look away.
Yeah, because labor is not a pretty thing to look at.
No.
You're like, that's the last thing I want to look at.
So I put an extreme cheesesteak. Where they cooked the lasagna in the dishwasher.
Oh, yeah, and it looked so gross, and everybody was like, this lasagna is disgusting. And then she would do her makeup with lint from, like, the washing machine.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And she was like, my foundation looks so good with lint. And everyone was like, no, it doesn't. Sí, ahí están atrás ahorita. So what I'm doing right now is I am sandwiching in the glitter between layers of clear acrylic, so that way when I put the blue on it, it will not lose its integrity, so the color will be nice and vivid.
They said she was mentally ill.
Who was?
I think the one with the dishwashing.
Oh. On extreme cheapskates. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Or when they eat like trash. Why would you eat something that's been thrown away? Because now it's like exposed to like other things, you know what I mean? Like diseases and salmonella and E. coli. Like that's not very healthy.
And she said she's drinking a matcha while watching you.
Ooh, sounds delicious. So this is our glow-in-the-dark blue.
Oh, yeah, literally. Christine said, have you seen the one where she gets all the food from the dumpsters and then invites friends?
And then she doesn't tell them. That's pretty messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should at least give people the option to eat trash.
So, Spider Lady asks, is your acrylic easy to work with for a beginner, or how can you do this with a gel?
Oh my gosh, you can so easily work with this acrylic. It's the best in the world. And I'm using the fast dry version, but you can use just a regular normal drying product, and that will give you even more time to play with it. But I like working really fast, so that's why I'm used to it already. But if you work with the original, like the cotton candy scented one, it's so easy. A walk in the park.
And so,
Or extreme couponing. That's something like I always wanted to get into, but like that's too
so
much.
now you can't really even get into it because I think everybody already like did it so much that like
They caught on to it already,
Yeah.
the companies. So like, yeah, you can't really like get 500,000 things for free anymore.
So, someone asked, do you have to buff inside of the 1, 2, 3 Go nail?
You don't, because our nails are actually already pre-etched on the inside, so they're good to go right out of the bag.
It says, oh, because I'm liking this look. And then someone said, I want the 5XL coffin tips. So
Oh, they're so beautiful. And right now you can save 30% off with promo code SCHOOL30.
someone said, I'd rather buy the Coupon Lady baskets.
What's a Coupon Lady basket?
I have no idea. And then someone else said, I used to do extreme couponing, and then they put too much rules on it, but now they don't even make.
Coupons?
Yeah. And then with the someone said, and now that we're in I can't speak.
Inflation.
Yeah. The deals aren't great deals.
So they're making it even harder. Oh my god, and just buying anything nowadays is so expensive. That's why I want to get into politics, to make a difference.
Someone said, the extreme coupon people make and sell bundles. Oh, that's for the lady basket one. And then Really says, I just got my order. So far, everything is good.
Awesome. I hope you love it. What'd you get, love?
And then Burnt Chicken said, Max for president.
Well, for senator. President it ages you. It's not the funnest thing. It ages you, and then no thanks. Too much stress. I have enough issues already. Like keeping my weight down. Or my roots. I hate my roots.
When did you go blonde?
I was born blonde, baby.
Was bleach in your hair already there?
Yeah, I came out processing. Because it takes 4 hours.
Jill said, Max, you are a genius.
Oh, thank you, my love. But a few years already. And I can't imagine my hair not this color. And I've tried different shades of blonde, like warmer ones or like maybe more gray, but I always go back to like a really pale icy blonde. I like blue in it.
And Sony said max file and buffers are best out there.
Period.
Burnt Chicken said, true, have you seen Obama? He looks so much younger now.
He younger or older? He looks older now. It really aged him.
And then Star the Seed said, Max, any tips for anyone starting nails? Could I start doing 1, 2, 3 go?
It's the great option because it's literally foolproof. And it's vegan, hypoallergenic, and HEMA-free, and made in America. So right now I'm taking pink press-on gel, and I'm applying it as my base.
Someone said, hi, Max.
Hi, love. Thanks for joining me today.
And then they want to see the other hand real quick.
Give us 1 minute while this is baking. So I like to take my press-on gel and really rub it into the nail, so that way I get a really strong bond and a cushion to protect the natural nail. We're going to bake that for 1 minute.
Someone said, hi, I watched you before with Susie.
Oh, awesome. Thanks for joining me today.
And then,
really simple, really basic, nothing too crazy.
She got some foils, gel polishes, Remover Magic, glow in the dark top, matte top, Wonder Gel, and press-on gel.
She got a little bit of everything. That's awesome.
And then 2 different 1, 2, 3 go nail tips and 1, 2, 3 go gel in pink.
I hope you love everything you got. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Pink nail supplies are def high in demand after the Barbie movie.
And you know we have the biggest selection, so we got you. Ain't no delays in our lives.
And then
Most
Star
orders
the
ship
Seed-
within like 24 to 48 hours.
Star the Seed said basic wear.
Everywhere. These nails are pretty simple.
And they asked, how long does this stay?
About 14 to 21 days.
Leslie said, good evening.
Hello, my love.
How steady are your 1, 2, 3 go nails?
How steady or sturdy?
Sturdy.
Well, if they were pretty crappy, they wouldn't be the #1 full coverage pre-made gel nail in the world. So I will let you make your own decision.
Christine said, I really love those nails. They are popping.
Just really basic, really natural. So we're going to apply them.
Would you ever do brand ambassadors?
Right now we're not expanding that program, but if we do, I'll definitely like make an announcement of it.
And Star the Sea said, should we not get them wet for 24 hours after application?
No, that's like a wife's tale.
And
Perfect.
someone else said, did you use base coat before apply tips?
I used press-on gel, and you can rewatch this video too on YouTube. It'll be on Facebook, and we also did the other hand on Instagram, and that video is also saved too. So like if you miss any steps, you can rewatch the video too, and like take notes and make sure you don't miss anything, because it's really important to follow all Canon steps too to get the best results possible.
And a girl said she loves you.
I love you too.
Star the Sea says, so we don't need much pressure and no bubbles. I'm excited for me.
No, that bubblegum gel is pretty much virtually bubble free. And then I like to leave a little bit of gap between the natural nail and the fake nail, because I'm going to go back in and blend it out so that way it looks more like a sculpted nail. Versus if you put the nail too close to the cuticle, then it's harder to get the drill inside and blend it out.
YouTube and take notes like I do.
Very essential, just in case you miss something. That way you have that visual right there to like back up your query.
Star the Seed said, Max, what's on your nails?
Pink press-on gel and Wonder Gel. So now I'm going to hit the inside of the nail with Shiny to seal everything. Where is it? Pero se las voy a limar de cuadradas cuando ya terminemos. No le gustan de pato. So now I'm hitting the inside of the nail with Shiny Gel, and this is sealing the inside. And every time you do something encapsulated with any kind of product, you guys, always seal the inside, so that way nothing comes apart and everything stays in place.
Sydney, Chris said, it's a learning process. We practice until we get it.
That's right. Nails is a matter of love, and it's a matter of practice. So 50% of it is you, and the other 50% is Enol Couture. So we work as a team.
And then Frank Chicken said, what do you think about acrylic toes? She's heard mixed comments.
What do I think about acrylic toes? I don't know what you mean by it. I don't mind them. When I worked in the salon, I did them. Go ahead and put that in, love.
UV gel.
Shiny Gel is a no-wipe gel top coat. So I always seal everything inside. And like, for example, if she's cooking ramen, top ramen for her kids, or chicken tenders, all that food and whatever, makeup, whatever it may be, is just going to come right off, because Shiny Gel is a perfect seal. It is not sticky, and it's super smooth, so everything will just come right off when she washes it.
So Mason said, it's so wild how fast you work. I hope I get there one day.
It's practice, and I've also been doing it a really long time though too, so that, I mean, you have to give me that.
And Burnt Chicken said,
I've been doing it, gosh, how long have I been doing nails? 22 years? 23 years?
So she said that they say that acrylic toes are dangerous.
Why? Who said that? Pay no attention to the liars, to the haters. Like somebody was saying, airbrushing gel is dangerous. It's like, girl, please, you don't even know what we're talking about. Go ahead and put that in one more time, just an additional 30 seconds. I hate when people like to sensationalize things to make themselves relevant, or like cause commotion and bring attention to themselves. It's like, girl, why are you trying to scare people? You're not a doctor.
Cam Israel Max.
What is real?
Cam Israel?
Cam? Who's Cam? Cam? Spam?
What
Who?
was the pink gel you
Oh, Camus from Israel. Is that it? The pink gel is bubblegum pink gel acrylic.
What glue is that?
Bubblegum gel. So homegirl was a hairstylist, but now she wants to transition into doing nails. And you know what? I fully support you. I could never imagine being on my feet all day. Just the thought of standing up is like, ugh. And then nails, if your client doesn't like it, just cut them all off and leave, girl. Goodbye, demon, I rebuke you.
And then she said...
And I did that too. I had clients that didn't like the nails after I was done. And they're like, I'm not going to pay. And I was like, okay, you're not going to pay? So I'm just going to cut them all off. And I was like, you can go somewhere else and soak them off because I ain't going to do it. You need to leave.
So Burnt Chicken said, nail text on this app is something new every day.
For reals, people like try to make stuff up and just sensationalize things. And it's like, to me, it's like, why? Let your work, let your product do the speaking for you. Don't try to like create drama. I hate that.
And then Mason said, I'm still under a year. LOL, I'll get there. Maybe not as fast as you, but faster.
Well, you know what I did to build up my speed is I would sit with a timer, like the old school timers, like the ones in the kitchens or in the old school beauty salons. And I would tell my clients, I need you to call out every 15 minutes. So I can time myself. So I would time myself 15 minutes nail prep, 15 minutes application, 15 minutes filing, and 15 minutes finishing. So that way I can get down to 1 hour. And then I learned to speak without looking at people. And then let your client do the talking too, so that way you can focus on what you're doing. Because before I would stop and talk, and my mom's like, don't stop and talk or like say something, just keep on working. And then you go, okay, yeah, me too. I love you long time, $25.
Girl, plus a tip.
Get a pedicure.
You didn't have a problem touching people's feet?
No, not at all. Because at the end, they would give me money. We all have a price. My pedicures were $25 back in the day.
Can you do feet too?
Huh?
Just kidding.
You're like, Max, can you hook up my feet?
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed doing pedicures, and I never like had a really, really like super gross experience, except for one time I was cutting my client's toenails, and this was a client that I knew for a really long time, and I knew what she worked in, and she was an escort, and she did see, now I'm stopping and thinking. She did erotic fantasies, so she would do like more extreme stuff, and I was cutting her toe, and then it flew in my mouth. And I was like, oh my gosh. But her toe was soaking already in the pedicure soak, so I knew it was like cleansed and disinfected. Her name was Goldie, and her boyfriend was her pimp.
What's a fair price to charge for a full set?
So
1, 2, 3.
that I can't tell you how much because since I'm not in the game doing nails anymore, I just manufacture. I can't tell you how much you should charge, but what I can tell you is I think you should call around and compare what other salons in your area are charging and then base your pricing off that. I think that would be the most fair thing to do.
And Burnt Chicken said, Max, you have the craziest stories.
I do, but you know, that's part of the game of doing nails is like you have some really interesting clients, and then sometimes some clients will open up a little bit too much and tell you things that are really like personal, and that just makes it really uncomfortable.
Like, I'm just your nail tech.
Yeah, I just do nails. Or like they tell you like really like personal things and tragedies and like and it just makes it really uncomfortable, and then you never look at them the same again. So now we're gonna blend in the cuticle. I'm using the power top bit.
They said, yes, some people don't have filters.
But I think as a nail technician, if you're nice to people, and if you do this as a career, if you want to do this on customers, if you're nice to people and you like treat them really nicely and you talk to them and you hear them, even if you do a really crappy job, people will come back to you because they like the way you make them feel. So that's really, really important. And then another question I get asked a lot is how to build a clientele. And the number one way of building up a clientele is not through social media, but it's the good old fashioned way of word of mouth.
So they said, it's like therapy for some people. How do we set boundaries?
It's hard. But I think from the beginning you should be like, oh, you know, I can't give you a discount. Or I can't let you get your nails done now and then pay later. Because that would happen so much is that people would be like, oh, can I come back and pay you later? And I'm like, no, girl, you pay me now. And then they wouldn't say anything until after I was done. And then I was like, shh, great. Now I'm stuck without, like, is she going to pay me back or anything like that? And even if it was a client I already knew, I would be like, well, I guess you really didn't have a choice, and it really sucked. Because if she doesn't have any money, it's like, well, you need to call somebody to bring you money, but it was just the worst.
So she said, one girl said, Rita, she said, hola Max, I finally found you here. Love from Philly.
Hi from Philly. I love you, my Philly girls. Amber Rose. Delilah's Den. Seven Heaven.
And then Mason said, see, people already love to drama Trump on me. There's another reason I'm nervous to take clients.
But you got to jump into it. And you know, you're going to have some days where you're going to have really good clients, and you're going to have other days that you're going to have really shitty ones. But it's the nature of the beast.
Spider Lady asked, what drill bit is that?
That was the skinny sanding band and skinny mandrel. So now I'm just going to make sure that the edge is nice and even.
Someone said, why is there so many allergic reactions unlike before?
Probably because people don't know what they're doing, and they're applying product to the skin, and then they're drying it to the skin, and that causes issues. And then also, I think people are over sensationalizing their allergies.
Stella said, hi Max.
Hi, my love. Thanks for joining me today.
Christine said she really loves the nails.
Like, people say I have an allergy to HEMA, and then I'm like, well, have you been tested for it? And they're like, no, but I'm allergic to it. And it's like, okay. I'm like, do you know HEMA's like in toothpaste?
Really?
Yeah, it's in a lot of things. So I think it's part of these people that sensationalize things. And that also, like, if you repeatedly touch chemicals unsafely, and then you can develop allergies too. Or maybe they're using the wrong kind of chemicals. There's so many reasons why people can develop allergies or reactions, especially women too, because women's bodies react to chemicals and like hormonal things so differently to men's bodies. Like, for example, if you're on your period and you get your nails done, that could actually lead to your nails coming off because of the chemical imbalance in your body. The same with your hair color. So there's so many reasons that unfortunately it's not possible to say, oh, it's just one. Do you know what I mean?
So this girl said when people were finally paid and their check bounced, the owner would make her pay for it.
Yeah, that happened to me too. I had this really good client, and her boyfriend was a DJ, and like I had been doing her nails for like a year or two, and then she was like, Max, I'm gonna go to the bathroom after I had finished her nails, right? And then she called me from the bathroom, and I was like, aren't you in the bathroom? She's like, yeah. She's like, Max, I forgot my purse or something like that. I can't remember exactly. And it was around during the holiday season too. She's like, can I come back and pay you later? And I was like, oh, I guess. And she was like, I promise I'll be right back, and then I'll give you a really big tip. And I was like, okay, I'll tell Kathy. So then Kathy was like, that was the manager of the salon. She was like, if she doesn't come back, you're going to pay. And guess what happened? She never came back. She showed her worth. She was worth $20.
Someone said, Gracie said, I have no nail tech programs near me, so how do I even approach getting an apprenticeship?
You would have to contact your state board of cosmetology or manicuring and see what the protocol is for that area.
And Star the Sea said, what's that you're wiping with?
That was 100% pure acetone. ¿A ti nunca te tocó una clienta que no te quería pagar? Sí, ¿verdad? Pasa mucho. No mucho, pero siempre pasa. Oh my gosh, so my mom, when she was in the game, she had a full service salon. So her salon was hair and nails. I personally never liked working in a full service salon. I always liked working in a nail salon more. But I remember there was one lady that she had really tiny hair, like really short, and it was late. And she was like, I want highlights. So then they told her, I was like, your hair is too short for highlights with foils. It would be best if they did them with a cap and pulled it through the cap, so that way it would be closer to the root versus foiling, because her hair was like, my hair was long compared to hers. But she was like, no, I want foils. And then they explained it to her and this and that, and she's like, oh, okay. So then she got it done with the cap, and then after she was done, she was like, I don't like it, I'm not going to pay. She was like, this is not what I wanted. And then they're like, well, we explained it to you and you agreed. And she was like, no, I don't want it, I want foils. So then the girl was like, I remember, was crying and doing her foils, trying to like do her hair again. And I was like, what a mean lady.
He said, these are so easy and you did them so quick.
And they just last and they look so beautiful.
He said you're at 26K.
Ooh, that means we're gonna do a giveaway at the end. So that
Me? I'm just kidding.
we're gonna give away Cousin Muddy.
Oh no. That's human trafficking.
No, it's not. It's called Sound of Freedom. That movie.
I haven't seen it.
Neither have I. I don't want to see it. It looks too heavy.
Yeah.
And I've heard mixed things about it.
I've heard people say it's very heavy, and I'm just like, I don't know if I
Especially you have 5 kids.
Yeah.
I think it hits differently when you have kids than, if you don't. My mom really liked it. Mr. Roundface liked it too, my nephew.
And they said, what's the giveaway today?
It's a surprise. It's a little knickknack, a little trinket.
And they said UV gel? Question mark.
What is UV gel? The Wonder Gel? Of course. It's LED, actually.
The blue is fire.
And she glows in the dark.
And then Sony said, it's sad and so true.
And I heard the movie's not very graphic. I think if it would have been more extreme, then it would have been like more controversial.
They said, Max, are you an only child?
I'm not. My dad has 6 children total from 2 marriages.
So 3 and 3?
No, 4 and 2.
Hair getting in the nail is the most annoying thing.
Hey, this is from the fan though, because I work under a fan because I am a vampire and it needs to be cold around me all the time. So.
And then Jose said, my cousins asked me if I can do both of their nails and they didn't pay me when I was done.
Well, then they're not my cousins anymore. That is really messed up.
Hair from hell.
For reals. Why did they expect nails for free? No. No. You're like, girl, you gotta give me something. Give me $40, $50, something. That's disrespectful. It's like, let me go into their house and steal all their food and not. No. I would have slapped them. Slap them.
How long have you been doing nails, Max?
About 22 years.
And then Tessa said, your products aren't free, as in when
You get them, yeah, exactly. The only person I do free nails on is my mom. And if I don't, she's going to hit me with a shoe, so I have no choice. Go ahead and put that in for me. We're going to bake that for 1 minute.
When dealing with the public, anything is possible.
¿De dónde? Estaba bueno. Sí. I'd rather give family a discount than give it to them for free.
And someone said they say a client will become a friend before a friend becomes a client or willing to pay.
Horrible.
And then someone else said sounds like a Puerto Rican mom.
Word. And I think at the beginning we're more eager to do stuff for free because we want to get our hands dirty and do stuff. But then exactly, product isn't free. Your time isn't free.
And then Jose said, I told them never to ask me again because they don't do that anywhere else.
No. You're you gotta respect me and you gotta respect my time.
And Rita said she only does her mom as well and free. And she loves to see her happy.
And just do your mom for free. Because that's your mom. And you only got one mom. That's what my mom says. And she's like, when I die. So now we're going to do the Cardi Bling Bing. And we're going to use Miss Squeezy to apply all of the diamond fantasias to the nails today.
Spidey Lady said, definitely going to YouTube to get the specs on these nails.
Awesome. So we're going to start by squeezing out Squeezy gel. And we're going to apply it where we're going to apply our diamonds.
Bree said, #1 fan of bubblegum gel here.
Come through bubblegum.
And Christine said she really likes the blue.
And it glows in the dark.
And Burnt Chicken said, bling bling.
For the Barbie Crypt fantasy.
Did you watch the Barbie movie?
I did.
How was it?
And I was just thinking that I promised that my cousin I would do her nails and I never did.
Well, were you supposed to do Barbie theme?
No. My cousin doesn't live here when she was here in May. Look how cute that is. What was that? I'm sorry? About the Barbie movie?
How was it?
I didn't like it.
No?
No, it wasn't what I was expecting it to be. It was very sad. It was very not what I was expecting.
So Bree said, I'm always recommending people your products. They are honestly the best.
Oh, thank you, my love.
Christine said, is there any way we can see the glow part, or is that too much light?
You have to wait till the end and see what's going to happen.
Mason says, I love the big stone, so good.
The bigger the diamond, the closer to Jesus.
And Sony said, my mom pays, she won't let me do her nails if I don't take her money.
Really? I wish my mom would do that.
And New York, the nail freak said, yeah, definitely not what I was expecting too.
I was expecting something a lot more along the lines of like Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion, Clueless, something a little bit more campy, not this like 13-year-old girl calling Barbie a fascist. And I was like, does she even know what fascist means?
Yeah, I said it was sad, but I love how they shed light on what it's like in the real world. I heard it's like kind of like you're not a kid anymore and kind of grow up.
Kind of. I don't like that she cried so much and then like she doesn't love Ken. I was like, how can you not love Ken? It's like, did you see his abs? No. At the end, like Ken is trying to kiss her and she's like, I don't love you. I was like, did you see his abs? You don't have to. Doesn't matter. You could grate cheese on them. I wish I'd had abs like that.
And then Leslie said, I've had your acrylic for years. Love the cotton candy scented.
Thank you. She's an OG girl.
And they all did say like they didn't like the movie either. It's not what they expected.
And then when you watch the previews, it's like nothing.
Different vibe.
Totally different vibe.
And then Sony said they were literally made for each other.
Literally. And then I don't like that all the girls were called Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
And because then it's like it devalidates the other Barbie characters like Christy and I can't remember what the other names are, but all the other Barbies.
And New York, the nail freak said, I'm so mad they hyped it up that much and that's what we get.
But some people love that movie. They really like live for that movie. I wouldn't watch it again. Even on streaming. Once is enough.
Someone said, I love the Barbie animation show.
Because it's probably more cute. I wonder what people in other countries think of the Barbie movie.
And Burnt Chicken said, yeah, it does. They all have their own personalities. Like Ryan was never a Ken. And poor Teresa?
Oh, Teresa. That's the other Barbie. They're not even mentioned in the movie.
Really?
Yeah. Teresa and Christy and Skipper. But I think it's like they want to show like any girl can be a Barbie. Mm-hmm. And I think little girls just name all their Barbies Barbie, all their dolls. So I think that's kind of where it stemmed from. But still. It should have been a little bit more lighthearted, I think.
See, I'm not a movie person. I'm like, let's go out to eat and call it a day.
Have you been to that steakhouse right there next to the Harkins?
I have not.
It's always packed. It actually looks pretty good.
So I've gone to... I've never been to like big steakhouses.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what about Texas Roadhouse?
I've been to Texas Roadhouse. That used to be mine and my boyfriend's thing. We'd go to Texas Roadhouse and then Round One.
So now you need a new boyfriend to take you to a fancier one. Like Silver Saddle or something.
I want to go to, is it called Charos or something like that? It's on Oracle. It's next to the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh! I know which one you're talking about, the Brazilian steakhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there.
Did you like it?
I wish I could eat more.
They limit you?
Huh?
Do they limit you?
No, I can't eat that much because I'm on a diet.
Oh, okay.
So it's not worth it for me to go, but it's so good. And their Brazilian lemonade is delicious.
They said they had potential to make this movie in a more lighthearted way.
And the movie still made $1 billion. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Sydney Chris said, at least we had a month of beautiful Barbie nights.
We did. I still celebrated Barbie month. And I think Margot Robbie is really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I guess Barbie's not supposed to be that young.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because she's everything.
No, that's true.
And the song, I'm just Ken. I'm like, that song is not that, like, deep.
Is this a new shape?
Yes, this is the Duck 1, 2, 3 Go. with just a few simple diamonds. Nothing too crazy. Now we're gonna bake these bad boys for 1 minute.
Burnt Chicken said, have you seen that scary movie called Talk to Me? It's really good.
No, I actually don't watch movies about like demon possessions. It's slightly against my religion because I don't like to do anything that has to do with the occult. And I just grew up like that. I'm not like a super like Bible thumper, but when I was a little kid, I liked scary movies, but I could never watch anything like about like demon possessions or anything like that because it opens up the door to those kinds of things.
Leslie said, I couldn't imagine going out to dinner and seeing Max sitting there. So cool.
You could see me at Walmart. I like Walmart, and I like the 99 cents only store. So if you see somebody at the 99 cents only store, head to tell Gucci, that's me.
Sydney Chris said, Max, watch the Lego movie. Everything awesome there.
The Lego movie. That's maybe a little bit too little kiddish for me. I did watch this one movie called The Paperboy with Zac Efron and Nicole Kidman. It's so over the top, it's good.
So, they said they're scared the demon will get stuck in their house. Christine said she would do duck nails. They are pretty.
They're fun!
And then someone
You can
else
take them out
said-
now. We're going to take liquid gum and we're going to seal all those edges so that way they don't go anywhere.
Someone else said the Barbie movie wasn't supposed to be a lighthearted film. The director wanted a social commentary.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's also like very one-sided too. And I don't think you can have a fair discussion without having both sides. But that's just me playing devil's advocate.
And then NY, the Nail Freak said, oh my god, did you watch the Mario?
I did not.
I didn't either.
I
I
did-
watched the Spider-Man movie.
I didn't watch that.
No.
I didn't watch Spider-Man. I've never seen any of those superhero movies because they're too much.
Oh, okay. It was the animated one. I like the animated.
Some people love those superhero movies. The only superheroes I like are in spandex, and they're called Power Rangers. I like the Power Rangers so much that when I was in Japan, I went to their museum.
They have a museum.
Yeah, of course. Power Rangers have been on Japanese TV since 1974.
Cara said the Spider-Man movie was really good, and I'm not even into Spider-Man.
Really? And then they have a stage show that you can watch the Power Rangers live in Tokyo too. And that was really cool. I was like, man, I could never fit into a Power Rangers costume because that guy had like 0% body fat.
And Leslie said, how about a throwback movie? Better Off Dead was so good. We still say stuff from that movie.
I like Drop Dead Gorgeous, Mrs. Doubtfire. Like every time I watch that movie, I always catch something new.
Sydney Chris said, I don't like superhero movies either.
See, great minds think alike. I do like some superhero movies, but I have to be like really hyped up for them. Or like it has to be like an actor I like a lot or something.
Are you a book reader?
No.
So I'm not either. And the other day, I heard like all this rave about
50 Shades of Grey.
No, It Ends With Us. And it's such a good book. They're making it into a movie.
Really?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and bake that now.
Lively and can't think of the other actor's name. He's in Jane the Virgin.
I don't know who those people are.
Oh, the one that's. Where is she? Have you seen Age of Adeline?
No.
No. Have you seen Gossip Girl?
I know of it.
Oh, well, one of them.
Isn't there like Gossip Girl Acapulco too?
What is that? Acapulco.
Acapulco, it's in Mexico.
Oh.
I think there's a Mexican version of Gossip Girl.
Oh, but it's a really good book, and I got like so into it. I read the whole entire book within like a day.
Wow.
Yes.
You were really into it. I think I've read like 2 books in their entirety
And then,
by myself. One is called If You Have to Cry, Go Outside, written by Kelly Cutrone, who was like she used to direct New York Fashion Week. And I really like her like cutthroat kind of like attitude. And I also read Paris Hilton's Diary.
Burn Chicken said, "What about the Devil Wears Prada?"
We're going to do that one more time. I didn't like that movie.
Leslie said, "Weekend at Barney's."
Weekend at Bernie's?
Yes.
It's okay.
Cara said, "Oh my God, has anyone watched Jawbreakers?" I have.
Yes,
I
that's a
love that.
classic. But the one that started it all is Heathers.
Mhm.
Have you seen Heathers?
Yes, I have.
You know they remade it and it looks terrible.
I have not seen the remake.
I didn't see the remake either, but it looks really crappy.
Chris said, "It Ends With Us" is so good. Favorite
Like
book.
Heathers is about pretty girls that are mean, and the remake is about like not pretty girls.
I think people are saying "It Ends With Us" is an amazing book.
Really?
Yes. At first, you would think like it was gonna be like a kind of like a
Clueless. Oh, that's a movie. When I saw that movie when I was 5 years old is when I decided I wanted a nose job.
Sydney Chris said, I watched Drop Dead Gorgeous recently. We all loved it here.
It's so good. When they go visit the girl at the clinic for having anorexia and they're brushing her hair, I thought that was really funny.
Burnt Chicken said, what about Jennifer's Body? It's kind of overrated, but good.
I like that movie. It's a little tongue in cheek, and I really like the two actresses. I think both of them are really pretty. Megan Fox is for her thumb, and Amanda, whatever her name is. I think she should have been in the Barbie movie. She's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would have been a prettier Glenda than Ariana Grande too. I don't think Ariana Grande is aging that well.
Mm-mm. Leslie said, weekend at, what is it, Bernie?
Mm-hmm.
She laughed so hard, had her first asthma attack.
Oh my gosh.
And then Chris said they also have a sequel with It Starts With Us, and that one's also very good.
What about Harry Potter books? Do you like Harry Potter?
I've watched the movies, I've never read the books.
I think I've seen like one movie.
Really?
Yes.
You have to be like really into it.
Some people really love that.
Did you go through the whole like Twilight phase?
No.
Oh, okay. And neither did I mean, I watched it, but I wasn't like carrying around Twilight stuff.
Really into it?
Yeah.
What was his name? Jacob. Wasn't that the wolf that everybody was obsessed with?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't age well either.
No, he did not.
I did like High School Musical though.
I loved High School Musical.
It's the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. But my favorite was Sharpay, of course.
And then they said,
So
Michael, are these 1, 2, 3 go?
Yes, in a duck, my love. I love me some good High School Musical. And Cheetah Girls, Cheetah Sisters.
What do you think about Ariana Grande and Married Men?
Well, it's her prerogative who she gives her to. But I think it's both of their fault. SpongeBob and Ariana Grande.
Cara said 10 things I hate about you, Moody.
Well, that's another cult classic. Cruel Intentions.
Mason said yes, Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah Sisters.
I actually just found out yesterday that Raven Simone did like a podcast or something,
Mm-hmm.
and she said that, but before
Kaylee was the one that was really mean.
Kaylee.
From the Cheetah Girls.
Oh yes, I heard that.
That Kaylee was the one that gave everybody issues. But I don't like Adrienne Baleon. Oh, she gets on my nerves.
Yes.
She thinks she's Mariah Carey and J-Lo in one person. And it's like, no, girl, you host a talk show that nobody watches. That's who you are, Adrienne Baleon.
So Raven admitted that before she was 18, she
Dated a guy from Xenon.
No, that she had 2 breast reductions and
Really?
liposuction before she was 18.
Well, Raven's always been a big girl, though.
So that's what she was saying.
Really?
She was saying.
Really? 2 breast reductions?
2.
Well, they grow back, though.
When you gain weight, isn't it? Like they grow back.
Maybe hormones or genetics, too. Like Dolly Parton, her boobs are real, and she's had breast reductions, and they grew back.
Really?
Yeah. But Raven, I think it looks like she doesn't eat very healthy because she doesn't have good skin either.
Someone asked Max, what do you think about Big Ange? She would love your nails.
Big Ange, because she likes the wise guys. I like me some Big Ange. But you know what? I've never wanted to do like a celebrity's nails. Like that's never been something that like, oh my god, I wish I could do a celebrity's nails or something like that. Maybe Madonna, but Madonna, they say she's not that nice in real life.
I've heard that too.
Madonna's not very nice. J-Lo is not very nice in real life. Mariah Carey's not very nice in real life.
I've heard it's the ones that are very, that act very nice are the very rude ones.
Really?
Yeah.
I have like 2 or 3 stories of J-Lo, and I've heard a few of Mariah Carey.
So
Going to go party now?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Someone said Madonna is mean.
But it's Madonna though too. Lizzo!
Like
Lizzo, I never liked Lizzo from day one. And I think that's kind of crazy that she was fat shaming people when she is shaped like a muumuu, like
Someone
a cow.
said never meet your idol.
That's, I guess so. But you can meet me. I'm kind of boring though in real life.
J-Lo said gave $10 on $1,000. J-Lo gave $10 on $1,000 bill at some restaurant in New York City.
And J-Lo, like one of her husbands had a restaurant. So that's crazy.
I think that was husband number 1. No, it's 5.
It was.
5'10".
Ohani Noah was his name, I think. But así se llamaba el primer esposo de la J-Lo, ¿verdad?
J-Lo
And then the second one was
Chris.
Chris Judd. And then Mark Anthony. And then who? Ben Affleck.
Now, how many So burnt chicken said
Like 4 or
J-Lo
5.
grew up on my block and no one likes her, and she held me as
Monday.
a baby, so I
Oh,
couldn't
honey.
leave her.
Era el que tenía el restaurante, ¿verdad? And they don't have a restaurant anymore either. She had a Cuban restaurant called Madres in Pasadena. Well, my loves. Oh, you have to pick the winner. Who's it going to be? Oh, we have to go into the room so they can see them glow in the dark. Do you want to pick the winner
Do you
first?
want me to turn off the lights?
Sure. But I have to turn off all the lights.
Okay, hold on.
Pick the winner.
Yeah, who's going to win the little prize today?
Um,
You guys know the rules. You have to live in America and you cannot have one within the last 30 days.
Of a number 1 through 50. Whoever gets it right wins.
I'm going to turn off all these lights. Put them inside here.
When we coming from the doctor, que se las dejé así, así se usa.
No, yes, see. Take them out.
Oh, she picked a number? You're telling them to pick a number?
Ooh, look how much they glow. Just a little bit. So that way when she's at the club, twerking upside down, collecting all those dollar bills, you'll see the nails glow in the black light.
She's got Jingles looking for. Oh, look at all these letters. Oh.
Go ahead and knock everything over, Alyssa.
Sorry.
Okay. So, the closest one, right?
And you guys can see it is done at random.
No.
I have nothing to do with the... Can I win too?
Let's see. Make sure. Okay. There's more messages. Okay, so it's gonna be
No. Her. She's won a couple times already.
Oh, okay.
Like those ones, they're his like top people.
Oh,
I'm pretty
okay,
sure
okay.
they were.
So,
Go down. There was another one that picked on the same number.
oh yeah, it was this one.
I have no idea what's going on, you guys.
No.
So,
Something burnt chicken.
Where does she live?
Where do you live? Burnt chicken. Picked
Do you
one
live in
too.
America?
Before somebody says the number. Oh,
that one.
Leslie.
Mark.
She's in Delaware.
Oh, burnt chicken.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Burnt
Have you
chicken.
won within the last 30 days, Miss Burnt Chicken? Ahorita?
Nope.
Okay, awesome. So what I need you to do is send an email to info@enocouture.com with your shipping details. Make sure you include everything and let them know you're today's winner. And we're going to send you out a little gift. And that's a wrap for today, you guys. We will see you tomorrow in the next live video. Bye, everybody.